The February 2025 timeline was a mess. Recap. Let's watch.
A Detroit rapper denied a lift from Lyft. She says it's due to her size.
I can fit in this car.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. I've been in cars smarter than that. The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there.
It really hurt my feelings.
Brother. This flight crashed in Philadelphia.
The wing of a Japan Airlines slicing into the tail of a Delta airline.
Navy jet falls out of the sky off the coast of California.
Plane belonging to Motley Crue frontman in a deadly crash with another aircraft.
17 people have been injured after a Delta Airlines plane crashed and flipped.
I'm telling y'all, I feel like this is fear mongering to keep people from leaving the country while Trump is, you know, in office. Because I heard a lot of people was talking about if he wins or whatever, they were going to leave the country. And he won. So now all of a sudden, like, well, I mean, not all of a sudden, because, you know, he did what he did with the DEI and all of that. But, like, planes are crashing left and right. I don't know. That's just my little conspiracy. Because...
At Toronto Airport.
A Cessna and a Lance airplane like these, each with 2 people on board, collided
I think this is
midair
to
near a small airport. Over the
make people
weekend, the
fear
Trump
airplanes.
administration fired nearly 300 people from the FAA. In a letter to employees, the acting FAA administrator defended the firing, saying the agency has retained employees who perform safety-critical functions.
Okay. I signed something last week, an executive order very powerful on restoring the highest standards of air traffic controllers and others, by the way.
He looks so crusty.
Somebody had to do it. We have to have our smartest people. As bad as it is, you're going to see some statistics, lung and liver transplants. Doesn't matter what they look like. I'm a better looking person than Kamala. How they speak, who they are, it matters. Intellect. I don't know what I said. I don't remember. They have to be talented, naturally talented geniuses. I'm a very stable genius.
When you are flying on an airplane with your loved ones, do you pray that your plane lands safely and gets you to your destination, or do you pray that the pilot has a certain skin color?
I want to be polite with you.
Oh, shut the hell up.
To answer to the question, because your question is really a bad question.
So if you've been seeing a lot of plane crashes on the internet and it's really scaring you away from traveling, please let me make myself very, very clear when I say this. The number of plane crashes this year is actually less than previous years. However, the number of reportings that we are seeing is increased. Is that a coincidence with our current presidential administration? I'm truly not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. One of the ways that people in power will try to control other people is by convincing them that something different from what they are experiencing is dangerous and creating a fear around that. So now all of a sudden, even though there are less plane crashes this year, we're now seeing more news reportings and it's just all over our feeds all the time, which would in turn scare the public away from getting on flights, experiencing other cultures, potentially even moving abroad and doing things that are outside of our bubble of the United States. Please, please, please keep the fear-mongering to yourself, because air travel is still one of the safest ways for you to travel.
Exactly. 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 Yeah. Exactly. What I said.
And Donald Trump has signed executive orders imposing aggressive new tariffs of up to 25% on Canada, Mexico, and
China.
Canada will be responding with 25% tariffs of American goods.
China retaliated immediately. Also, an investigation into Google for allegedly violating their anti-monopoly regulations.
You gotta bring that shit over here.
If you're American, this might make your life more expensive. Your food, your medicine, cars, your oil, your lumber, your concrete, it all goes up.
Girl, this shit trash. This is garbage. This is fucking ass.
I fought
This is
on
ass.
my
This is
new
ass.
passport.
This is
Myth.
ass.
My gender markers were first changed in
Like, why all this shit gotta happen when I'm an adult, bitch? Okay, why this shit gotta happen when I'm grown, bitch? I envision my adult life not like this, hoe. All right, I imagine having fun, getting drunk on the weekend, making a lot of money, and being carefree. Why this shit gotta happen when I'm grown? Why we gotta have Trump when I'm grown? This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up for. Like, this is tragic.
In my teens, I don't give a it doesn't change really anything about me or my transness.
At the end of the day, trans people are less than 1% of the population, and trans people are not the reason you can't afford eggs. But healthcare, can't buy a house, or your rent's too high. I think they're focused on the wrong 1%. I think the other 1% is the reason for all those things. I'm not going anywhere.
2 weeks ago, I signed an executive order banning men from playing in women's sports. Many Democrats are fighting me on that. The NCAA has complied immediately, but I understand Maine. Is the Maine here, the governor of Maine?
Not here.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
Well, we are the federal law.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Well, you better do it, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there. Your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply, because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Good, I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one. And enjoy your life after governor, because I don't think you'll be in elected politics.
Bruh. Oh my God! Bombastic side eye.
Bruh.
Don't flip!
Look at this gap.
Call the police.
Welcome to the 67th Annual Grammy Awards, live from Los Angeles. This city has just been through one of the largest natural disasters in American history. Due to the heroic efforts of firefighters, the fires have now been contained.
Thank God.
We're going to be honoring the best in
This girl is on fire.
music as voted on by the 13,000 members of the Recording Academy and 20 million illegal immigrants.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
Yesterday, Beyonce announced a new tour. Beyonce, there's tariffs. We can't afford a new tour. Maple syrup is about to be $50.
Oh my God, bro.
The Beatles used AI to put out a new song after 53 years.
Why?
Which is a much better use of AI than that thing you did with the spaghetti, Will Smith. That was weird. And who knows, through the power of AI, one day we could even get another Rihanna album. You never know. Praise be NVIDIA.
No! God, please, no! No!
Hi. Best country album. And the Grammy goes to Cowboy Carter.
Bruh.
Wow, I really was not expecting this. I want to thank God, oh my God, that I'm able to still do what I love after so many years.
Best new artist goes to
To my fellow nominees, my hat's gonna fall and it's gonna be okay. I told myself if I ever won a Grammy and I got to stand up here in front of the most powerful people in music, I would demand that labels and the industry profiting millions of dollars off of artists would offer a livable wage in healthcare, especially to developing artists.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yup.
I can't believe that's still not a thing.
Of the year.
That's
the
crazy.
Grammy goes to Cowboy Carter. Beyonce.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I just feel very full and very honored. It's been many, many years.
Meanwhile, the U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip. We'll own it, level the site, and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out.
Halsey is defending Chappell Roan against the Hollywood Reporter, who basically just wrote a hit piece on Chappell Roan after she spoke out against record labels at the Grammys and advocated for them to give their artists a livable wage and health insurance. I mean, even from the headline, Chappell groan, the misguided rhetoric of an instant industry insider. My favorite part of the article is when they were insinuating what they figured she was probably using her advance money for. They were like, oh, towards more important things like a personal ayahuasca shaman from Detroit and a toilet that speaks 4 languages. Like, we should be paying for that. Be so for real. And they got very sarcastic, being like, oh, well, if labels are responsible for giving health care, then what? Should Chris Blackwell put a mint on her pillow and tuck her in at night too?
What the fuck are you talking about?
In healthcare is somehow a weird or stupid request. Like, what is this dystopia we live in? Things have in fact gotten more embarrassing for Jeff overnight as Chappell Roan has responded. She has donated $25,000 of her own money to struggling dropped artists, and she has tagged the writer Jeff and said, hey, why don't you match my donation? She's planning to provide receipts that she has donated this money, and she says, I'll keep everybody up to date on whether Jeff matches my donation or not. I highly doubt he will.
Kanye West and Bianca Censori are allegedly getting a divorce. And this comes after just 11 days of this Grammy stunt. Kanye went on a long anti-Semitic Twitter rant saying that he was literally someone that rhymes with a Potsy and said that he loved a leader that rhymes with Hitler. Somehow we got a slot advertising at the Super Bowl, promoted a website that just had this shirt, a hate symbol on it. After 24 hours, the site actually closed down on Shopify. According to TMZ, Kanye and Bianca have split and are heading towards a divorce. And a source with direct knowledge tells TMZ both sides have reached out to divorce attorneys. According to the Daily Mail, it's thought that they have verbally agreed that she will get paid $5 million.
So he's working for free with Doge. He's kind of put a lot of his life on hold.
Okay.
You sued Twitter.
They look like a couple.
You just made him pay you $10 million?
That's right. I sued from long before he had it.
Oh, okay.
They really did a number on me. I sued and they had to pay, they paid $10 million settlement. Elon called me. He said, you know, they're trying to drive us apart. I said, absolutely. Okay. Breaking news, Donald Trump has ceded control of the presidency to Elon Musk. President Musk will be attending a cabinet meeting tonight at 8 o'clock. And I say, it's just so obvious.
Mr. President, do you have a reaction to the new Time magazine cover that has Elon Musk sitting behind your Resolute desk?
Elon Musk, the first lady. Or is it Trump? Because it's looking like Elon is the fucking president at this point. So who's the first lady? Who's doing the bending? Inquiring minds would like to know.
大統領の机の後ろで座っている写真がありますけども、それに関するコメントは何かありますか?
Oh, no. 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 No, 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 no.
Is Time magazine still in business? I didn't even know that.
No one voted for Elon Musk.
Mr. President, what you would like to say about the Bangladesh issue? It is evident that how the deep state of United States was involved in regime change during the Biden administration. Then Muhammad Yunus made
bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye. Do you understand?
Your point of view about the Bangladesh.
And what is the role that the deep state played in the situation in Bangladesh?
If you had to describe United States of America in just 3 words, what would they be?
In 3 words?
3 words.
Shit.
Love, respect, and strength.
Okay.
Why? 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 Why?
Trump is not going to rogue Prince Harry out of the US because of his admitted history of use, which is an immigration no-no. I don't want to do that. I'll leave him alone. He's got enough problems with his wife. She's terrible.
We'll build beautiful communities for the 1.9 million people. We'll build beautiful communities, safe communities. Could be 5, 6, could be 2.
She not slick neither because she wore that hat for a reason, on purpose, bitch. That social distancing ass goddamn hat. Girl, you didn't want him. You didn't want that man kissing you. I just wonder, like, what do she be doing with her? When I just be wondering, what does she do when Trump and Elon be like hanging out. Cause y'all saw that bullshit with him like selling cars in front of the White House. Like, I just be wondering, like, where do she be at and what do she be thinking?
In the meantime, I would own this. Think of it as a real estate development for the future.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
It would be a beautiful piece of land.
Would the Palestinians have the right to return?
Spent. No, they wouldn't, because they're going to have much better housing, much better. In other words, I'm talking about building a permanent place for them, because if they have to return now, it'll be years before you could ever. It's not habitable.
And that's just how it out.
Really? She's explaining it to you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, really.
And I think I could make a deal with Jordan. I think I could make a deal with Egypt. You know, we give them billions and billions of dollars a year.
Oh, really?
That's a lot of talk.
King Abdullah, how do you feel about the U.S. taking Gaza, as the president said?
Again, this is something we, as Arabs, will be coming to the United States with something that we're going to talk about later to discuss all these options.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
What other countries you think might accept Palestinians from Gaza?
Well, I think Jordan and Egypt will. They say they're not going to accept. I say they will. But I think other countries will accept also.
Oh, really? That sucks.
2 plus 2 equals 6. And let me tell you why it equals 6. Because look at this. There are 2 2s. So therefore, there is an additional 2 that no one talks about because the government.
Palestinians have the right to return to Gaza if they left while the rebuilding was happening.
Why would they want to return? Because Gaza is a guarantee that they're going to end up. The same thing's going to happen again. It's happened over and over again, and it's going to happen again as sure as you're standing there, Peter. So I hope that we could do something where they wouldn't want to go back. Who would want to go back?
Wow. This is actually disgusting now.
Is to restore
Look at this
democracy.
shit.
If you don't have a feedback loop, okay, we would have to, if you sorry. I tell you, gravitas can be difficult sometimes.
Okay.
From one year to the next are the same? Bruh.
I'm dealing with President Zelensky, President Putin. I'm trying to get the money back because, you know, Europe is giving $100 billion. The United States has given $350 billion. Oh. Because we had a stupid, incompetent president and administration. Europe gave it in the form of a loan. They get their money back. We gave it in the form of nothing. So I want them to give us something for all of the money that we put up. So we're asking for rare earth, oil, anything we can get. But we feel so stupid.
I need some money, nigga. I'ma do with 200. What's not clicking, Steven? Cash at me right now.
A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left. Got to move fast. That war is going in the wrong direction. In the meantime, we're successful.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster the Sonic X.
Negotiating an end to the war with Russia. Something I'll admit that only Trump is going to be able to do in the Trump administration. Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. I think Putin even admitted that.
Okay.
I hope that my greatest legacy will be as a peacemaker and a unifier.
It's your Uncle Sam, and this is the Great American Game.
Bigger than the music. Say, Drake, I hear you like I'm young.
That's awesome. It's a great honor. I think, you know, no matter who the president is, I'm excited because it's the biggest game of my life.
Is Shakira reheating Beyonce's nachos? Shakira has just started her world tour, and fans are speculating that she took a lot of notes from Beyonce's Renaissance tour. Shakira was in attendance of Beyonce's Renaissance tour, and she even said, "I was working. I definitely can't tour with as many tracks as Beyonce, but I was taking notes." And the fans are saying that Shakira was definitely taking notes and definitely doing her homework. From the font used to the props used on stage, even the black and white pre-stage photos were looking a little too familiar, down to the font used by Beyonce and Shakira. Let's just say she definitely took notes when she watched Beyonce live.
Diddy and
Girl, that is plagiarism. You are plagiarizing.
Jay-Z denying any wrongdoing. Jay-Z calling the allegations frivolous, fictitious.
She's inspired. That's okay. It's okay to be inspired. It's okay.
And appalling. Diddy's legal team insisting the dismissal is, quote, yet another confirmation that these lawsuits are built on falsehoods, not facts.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant not guilty of
We want to thank God first. You got to thank God first, you know what I'm saying? We want to thank the jury for making the right decision. This whole experience has been crazy for the past 4 years, but I'm thankful. Nonetheless, I'm thankful, and we're blessed to be here right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't be surprised if Rihanna comes up pregnant. Don't be surprised if we get an announcement. I don't know, but the way that was, okay. Or married, I don't know. But yeah.
Real name, Jean-Michel Trogneau. That person that you are looking at on the right is not a woman. Here is a photo, by the way. Just over the years, Jean-Michel Trogneau, as he became Brigitte, as I said, the evidence for this is overwhelming. That second photo, I believe they found a photo of him at a pride parade when he was just living as a homosexual man. That next photo is when the transition began, if I recall correctly, and that's a photo from the professor years, when he statutorily Emmanuel Macron.
Bruh. The president of Argentina, Javier Milei, endorsed a meme coin called Libra, and within hours of his endorsement, he deleted his tweet supporting it, and the coin completely crashed. And now over $100 million has mysteriously vanished. He is now facing impeachment.
My plan is to reconstruct this whole country, okay?
Okay.
I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week, okay?
Okay.
In my pockets, in cash, okay?
Okay.
That's a demand to the government.
My dear American sister.
I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law, respect for the law, respect to Allah, and respect to God. Do you hear me?
Bruh.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week.
Girl, you want to go back to your country?
It's private, but no.
The music video for your song Telephone said to be continued at the end.
Is she doing okay? Because we haven't heard from her ever since she went to Dubai. So I don't know if her trip was supposed to go from there to Pakistan to Dubai to America. But when she got to Dubai, she was breaking their laws. She was doing too much. You know, Dubai don't play that. I think apparently she got detained or something, and we haven't heard anything from her. At least I haven't. I don't know. But is she doing okay?
And will it ever be continued?
Yes.
When?
I don't know.
Will this person be in it?
Maybe.
You being truthful?
Because it's iconic, and I love to do iconic shit.
Why?
Luigi Mangione was walked into a Manhattan courtroom Friday wearing a bulletproof vest over his green sweater. The 26-year-old sat attentively in court with his hands and feet shackled. The judge denied his attorney's request to remove them for the proceedings.
Luigi's right to a fair trial is being infringed upon because he is publicly treated as guilty as opposed to the presumption of innocence, which is what he is entitled to.
The people want Luigi free. I am become meme.
Huh?
I'm just living the meme. It's like there's living the dream and there's living the meme, and it's pretty much what's happening, you know.
It was supposed to give, but it did not give what needed to be gave.
Who
I mean,
told
Joey
him
started
that?
out as a meme. Think about it. Now it's real. The left wanted to make comedy illegal. It's like nothing's funny. You can't make fun of anything. It's like legalize comedy. Yeah. This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy.
That was funny. Ha ha ha.
I never thought I would say this, but go back to Africa. Go back to Africa.
What did you do last week? That's the question Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency team insist all federal workers must answer in an email.
This is gonna be so bad. Should we do it in pink font?
Musk adding on his social media platform X that failure to respond will be taken as a resignation.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new light. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza, #1.
This, be nice. I'm finding it. It take you that long to find it? It does.
We're going to be selling a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people.
Hackers have taken over screens inside a US government building to play a video of Donald Trump kissing Elon Musk's feet.
Your country is in big trouble. We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You invited me.
If you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days.
Maybe less.
You said thank you once this
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
time.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting, have you said thank you?
The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this?
Well, all right, you guys, that is going to do it for this reaction. Make sure to leave some likes and comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see y'all in the next one. Toodles.